When you sit down to think over your financial journey, you'll almost always be able to come up with a few life lessons. You can consider observing your parents' financial decisions and learning from their mistakes. Then, there came the period of trial and error where you had to max up your credit cards in order to learn about paying the price and interest. Even if things didn't go as planned, you may ask yourself vital questions about what went wrong and how you might learn and grow more effectively. So we've compiled 10 financial lessons that financial educators learned and the impact they've had on their lives. We searched high and low trying to come up with a comprehensive answer to the question we kept asking ourselves, and that is, what's the most important financial literacy lesson you learned that helped you reach financial freedom? Here's what we found out. Number 1. Income isn't everything. It doesn't matter how much money you make up to a certain level. Obviously, you should have enough to meet your fundamental demands as well as sufficient funds to establish a solid savings account. However, if you don't cut your necessary purchases, you won't be able to improve your finances because of a phenomenon known as lifestyle creep. This is basically a common pattern of spending more money as you earn more money, getting used to higher levels of luxury and convenience as your normal. As one's income and costs rise, there is a temptation to adopt a new style of life. While many people earn high earnings, they are compelled to remain on a little monthly income. You must be self-sufficient and limit your expenses to what is important to you regardless of how much money you make. This is a huge trap. To address this issue, you can set a monthly savings goal of 10 to 20% of your gross income. Number 2. Expand your income. Whether the goal is to achieve greater economic security and stability or to increase purchasing power, many entrepreneurs and people in general are looking for ways to have multiple sources of income. The rise of remote and freelance work, as well as the options provided by the internet for launching a business, has created dozens of new ways to make money, all from the comforts of your own home and with only a basic internet connection. All you need is some time, some ideas, and a lot of effort, like with anything you want to succeed at. Use your skills to generate extra income. This is the right time to work as a freelancer, start a business, or make extra income doing the things you love. Those who have multiple sources of income generally enjoy a lot of benefits like achieving financial independence or scaling faster. If you believe you lack the necessary talents to earn money, then let's go on to our next point. Number 3. Invest in your personal development. Investing in yourself is one of the most consistent and high-performing investments you can make throughout your life. That is to say, one of the best ways to make the most of your available capital is to direct it inward and make yourself the most complete, capable, knowledgeable, and employable person you can be. Even if it appears counterintuitive, you must invest money in order to make money. There are numerous sources of information available nowadays, including books, movies, podcasts, and the like. Of course, it doesn't just stop there. You can also enroll in online courses to enhance your skill, from video editing to graphic editorial. With this, you can rely on experts to teach you, as well as meet other individuals with the same passion as you do. A win-win, right? Self-investment might be large or small, but it should always be planned and purposeful. They will make you stand out in a sea of global competition and allow you to provide value that will be rewarded in the form of responsibility, opportunity, and eventually money if they are chosen appropriately. Number 4. Say yes to everything. Imagine saying yes for a full year, not just to the mundane, but also to the things that terrify you. We might not have noticed it, but as time goes on, we become more selective in the things we tolerate or want to do. Saying yes opens you up to new challenges and opportunities. It's likely that if you wait until you're ready to explore an opportunity, it will pass you by. Yes signifies you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone and take on a new challenge. By choosing yes, you automatically adopt a growth mentality, allowing your curiosity to guide the way. As Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, one of the world's most recognizable brands, says, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity but you are not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. Number 5. Move in with your parents. Living alone is costly and the bills can quickly pile up. Moving back in with your parents is one option. It may not seem enticing to a freshly minded adult yearning for freedom, but it might be one of the best financial decisions you make at this stage in your life. One of these is jump-starting on your savings. Living with your parents frees up rent money, which is often your largest expense, allowing you to begin saving for your future. The average household spends 27% of their overall budget on housing-related expenses. As a result, this budgeted amount can be put on automatic monthly savings plan to meet a certain target by the conclusion of the stay-at-parent's term. Number 6. Stop buying the crap you don't need. The amount of stuff we own these days is staggering. Stop squandering all of your cash on frivolous goods. Consider your most recent large purchase. Was it successful in resolving all of your issues? Do you still get excited after some time has passed? Consider how happy you'd be if you could only use this money to pay off bills while also putting money aside. This phenomenon is called a Diderot effect. This states that obtaining a new possession often creates a spiral of consumption which leads you to acquire more new things. As a result, we end up buying things that our previous selves never needed to feel happy or fulfilled. For example, you bought a new dress and now you have to get shoes and earrings to match with it. If you take a look and observe, you can spot similar behaviors in many other areas of life you've never expected. Number 7. Track the important stuff. This means knowing how to budget for your money. People can use budgeting to build a spending plan for their money that assures that they will always have enough money to meet their basic necessities and that they will be able to achieve their financial goals. People who stick to a budget are less likely to go in debt and are better equipped to pull out of a debt cycle. It's a proactive approach to organizing your finances. Budgeting also allows you to track where your money goes. After reading a few personal finance books, you'll understand how crucial it is to ensure that your spending does not surpass your income. When you see how much your morning coffee costs over the course of a month, you'll understand that little reasonable changes in your daily expenses can have just as much of an impact on your financial status as a raise. Number 8. Read one personal finance book a year. To thrive in a world of rapid change, a financially young professional must regularly update their knowledge, and one of the greatest ways to do this is to read. Nowadays, we live in a world in which things change so rapidly that if you're not on guard, you might be left behind. This isn't simply a way to learn something new, it's also a reminder to keep going. You may set a better example and get encouraged by reading the stories of other people who have achieved financial freedom and the methods they use to do so. Some of our favorite finance books include Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Money, Master the Game, The Millionaire Fast Lane, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, and The Total Money Makeover. Number 9. Segregate your social media. Social media has become a hotbed for idealistic expectations, which enables us to compare ourselves with others. Because of this, we are more prone to buying things we don't really need. Your social media should not control nor influence you on what you're buying. This is why it's important to foster idealistic segregation in which people with the same views on certain topics gather and support one another. Instead of following people who constantly show you things that you don't have, you should instead follow people who inspire you to save and manage your expenses. Number 10. Celebrate your progress. Becoming financially free doesn't literally mean you have to live in a cave, never see the daylight, and become totally frugal that the only food you eat are ramen cups. Of course, we don't also typically mean you have to spend expensive things like branded bags or getting a new car. Instead, focus on improving some of the stuff you need, like buying a new laptop since your current one keeps crashing, or heading out to eat with some friends. By celebrating these wins, no matter how small they are, it will give you the motivation to keep going. Most people do not think about finances until they are 40 years old. However, it is something that has the power to change your life, especially if you start at a young age. The bottom line is, taking the time to learn a few critical financial rules can help you build a healthy financial future.